King Richard, starring Will Smith, is the story of Venus and Serena Williams and their father and how they became superstars in the sport tennis. I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on this movie. Let me know in the comments below, what did you guys think of King Richard? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down in the comments below. Smash that like button for me and click subscribe, and let's get into this review of King Richard right now.
Venus and Serena gonna shake up this world.
Venus Williams, who is your best friend?
You, Daddy.
Serena Williams, who is your best friend?
Venus. Then you.
That's
Then you. After
unbelievable.
Venus.
So King Richard came out. I was super excited for this movie. It looked great. It looked like the Oscar movie that Will Smith was looking for. And I was excited to see him do another role like this because I enjoy it when he does these sort of roles. So naturally, I was on board with this straight away. Sport, awesome. Love all that sport. Grew up watching tennis. So yeah, this was perfectly tailor-made for me. So, what did I think of King Richard? I'm going to tell you guys right now. I love this film so much. It's incredible. This film is absolutely incredible, from the story, from the Williams themselves as characters and as people. There is so much there to love. This is a powerful movie. Very, very powerful in so many different ways that it made me feel motivated. It made me tear up. It gave me everything I was looking for in this sort of type of film. Now, if you guys are familiar with the story, we all know who Serena and Venus Williams are. We all know who they are. It's like Serena's obviously arguably the greatest women's tennis player of all time, if not the greatest tennis player of all time. That comes down to personal preference, but it's pretty hard to argue that she is not the greatest women's player of all time. Then you got her sister Venus, who is really good as well and became #1 and all that sort of stuff. So if you're familiar with their story, this covers them growing up and how their father made them and gave them a chance, an opportunity to become these superstars, and the belief he instilled, all the values, morals, and everything like that. There is a lot of lessons to learn from this movie and the way that Richard actually had his children, like how he grew them into the women that they are today. It's incredible what he did, from lessons of being humble, from lessons of never giving up, from lessons of believing in yourself no matter how big the challenge is, and always betting on yourself. Sometimes you see those parents that are just so like disappointed because they're living through their child. Their dream was to be this sports star, but they are living through their child to make that happen. In this case, he's not. He's looking out for the girls. He wants what's best for them. He doesn't want them on the streets there, which made this so much more powerful because of the morals he instilled on them, on their work ethic, and how to never back down from a challenge, and to make sure that they were in the right mindset mentally to take that next step to the professional leagues. Was incredible. And the way that he was able to keep them humble in victory is one of the hardest things, because when you're such a good, talented sports star and you're just running through people left, right, and center, it becomes very easy, and it's very easy for you to become overconfident and to get a huge ego and become very cocky and look down on your opponents and everything like that. But in this, Richard instills in the girls that you always be humble. Once the matches are over, you don't go brag about it. You move on to the next challenge. You don't sit there and brag it and throw it in other people's face and talk down to them, which is such a good thing. There are two scenes in particular in this movie that I thought was freaking so powerful. There's one scene where you see in the trailer where they come in to check on the kids and that because there's a phone call. Will Smith, in that scene alone, was so incredibly good. His performance in this whole movie is... he will be nominated for an Oscar for this because it's that good. But his acting and the way that they did that and how powerful that scene was incredible. And then there's another scene involving Serena Williams, which I thought was incredible and powerful as well. And it showed you the level of thinking he was doing to protect the younger one, to make sure that she was ready as well. it's incredible. The cinematography is great. I love the cinematography. It looks gorgeous. The locations, everything, beautiful. It's edited brilliantly. The dialogue's unbelievably good. John Berthel is hilarious in this, and I love him in this movie. He is so good. There's laughs. This is just overall a really good movie. I'm finding it very hard to find some flaws in this movie. I thought the dynamic between Richard and his wife as well, and how they feel about the kids and stuff like that, was incredible as well. I really loved that relationship. I loved how stubborn Richard was, but he knew what he was doing, and he knew that it had to be right. It had to go down this path in order for it to succeed, and for his plan to come out, because he set this plan, and he went in and he executed it. It's such a good story. It's such a good thing. If you are a father or a mother, you need to watch this, because you'll get a lot out of it on how to actually not push your kids to the points where you're living through them and you're making them do something they don't want to do, and they're going to hate that sport. Because a lot of parents do that. They do push their kids so hard in one sport that they end up hating the game. And that's not what sport's about. Sport's about having fun and enjoying yourself. It's not about hating the game in the end, because that is one of the worst things. I've seen a lot of talented kids over time where they're so good, but their mother and father push them so hard all the time that they don't allow them to be kids, and then they end up hating the sport and they walk away, and we lose a talented player. That happens all the time. So this movie really expounds upon that as well, which I thought was incredible. It's really good. It's so high. I so highly recommend watching King Richard. It's phenomenal. Loved it. The performances are great. And yeah, so let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down below. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.